Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me right here in Solomon's Temple. My name is Solomon Nizangi Shams, and it's so good to be with you once again. I hope you're doing very well. I missed you the last 6 days. I was away in Nigeria traveling. Just got back into Johannesburg, South Africa yesterday. So it's good to be back. Good to be back with my family and kids. Hope each and every one of you is doing well. Please let us know where you're watching from in the comment section. Where are you watching from? What's your location? Are you somewhere around Africa, up in the Middle East, or up in America or Europe? Please let us know where you're watching from. And don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel. If you're watching, especially on Facebook, and you haven't subscribed yet, please, can you go to YouTube and subscribe? And if you're watching on YouTube and you haven't subscribed, please do so. There are other great videos you can check out. I hope that, the Lord will speak to you via it. Bongani is back again. Yes, very faithful supporter. Sifiwe and Lamini, good to have you here from South Africa. Kalen's watching from Trinidad and Tobago. Yeah, I'm so happy and you're back. I'm blessed. Thank you. It's good to be back after 6 days in Nigeria. And then Promise said, good afternoon, Uncle Solomon and everyone watching. I'm watching from Gauteng in South Africa. Missed you last week. Yes, I was away last week. So the whole of last week, I was traveling across Nigeria. So I didn't get busy. I didn't get to do that. Sauli from Tembisa, good to have you here. Tavis, also from Pennsylvania. Good to have you here. Spesh from Ireland. Awesome. Jay, good to have you here. Awesome to have you guys. So what do you do when a pastor comes to a church? You invited this pastor to come to your church to preach, and then he was trying to take over and also saying things that are unbiblical. What do you do? Well, this church, the host pastor, actually kicked him out, but they used the spiritual word, usher him out, usher him out. For me, kicked him out. Because if you come to a church and you cannot stay within the confined standard of the church and preach biblical truths, and all you're trying to do is to try to manipulate people and twist the mind of people and to influence them wrongly, that is not right. So what do? You kick him out. You will not have a problem. I don't have a problem when a preacher and a pastor is invited and he comes to a pulpit and he's talking about sin in a biblical way. And of course, that's going to make a lot of people uncomfortable. Even the host pastor might be even uncomfortable. But for me, that's how it should be. It's what the Lord is saying. But when you come and you're trying to manipulate people, to draw people to take over the church, so it becomes a sort of like political, about status, then there's just no way but to usher you out. And what do you do when you now trying to told him to leave and he's refusing to leave, forcing himself to stay on stage? I mean, I don't believe this. But I'm going to play you the video now so you can watch it. A whole lot of drama on this, on stage, by the pulpit. Whole lot of drama. So here's the video here of a visiting pastor invited to preach and teach. Started manipulating people, saying stuff that are not biblical. The host pastor decided to give instruction to the men in the church to usher him out of the church. That's why for me it's more like kick him out of the church. There are a lot of prophets that need to be kicked out of that churches, kicked out of the pulpit. There's a lot of charlatans and pastors. All they're trying to do is to seek glory for themselves, is to manipulate people, is to lie to people, is to deceive people, is to fake miracles. Well, here's the video.
Usher him out. Take his microphone and 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 usher him out.
Can you see how he's sweating? Because he was busy.
Take his microphone. Just a minute. Just a minute. Take his microphone.
He's serious.
Usher him out.
Can you see? This is about him. It's not about God anymore.
Take his microphone.
It's easy to walk away.
And usher him out. Take his microphone.
Where's God in this now?
Usher him out.
See how
usher him out. Usher him out. Usher him out. It ain't nobody. Just a minute. Nobody is coming in First Church and think you're going to take over First Church. Not here. Not here. Not here.
Wow. Very serious here, isn't it? What do you think? Have you been to a church where they had to, kick the pastor out? And this church is called First Church in the U.S. The pastor is Gino Jennings. He's very strong. He says certain things that gets a lot of people angry. He shares a lot, the word a lot. So he is saying, usher him out. For me, you kicked him out, not usher him out. That's kicking him out, not ushering him out. Usher him out is more like the church language, the spiritual language. Usher him out. No, usher him out is like you do it gently, you lead him. Usher them in. This one is kick him out. That's what happened. He didn't just use the word kick, but that's just exactly what happened. Let's watch it one last time.
Usher him out. Take his microphone and usher him out.
Take the microphone.
Take his microphone and usher him out. Take his microphone and usher him out. Take his microphone and usher him out. Take his microphone. Just a minute. Just a minute. Take his microphone. Usher him out. Take his microphone and usher him out. Take his microphone.
Wow.
Usher him out. Usher him out. Usher him out. Usher him out. It ain't nobody. Just a minute. Nobody is coming in First Church and think you're going to take over First Church. Not here. Not here.
So it's also important. So when you invite, pastors to come and speak, you get to know a lot about them. Sometimes you see a pastor that invited another pastor sitting and listening to this guy, manipulating people, lying, saying things that are unbiblical, but he cannot stop him there. He only got to speak to him later, or don't even invite him again. No, go on stage, get the microphone and tell him, please, what you just said is not right based on this. Because whatever people hear, when you are on stage at the pulpit, whenever you say, you have a lot of authority and people take that as the gospel truth. So you can influence people. So pastors should not try to deal with some of these things privately. No, deal with it publicly. So that would be an example to even the congregation. I'm sure they told him to stop. I'm sure they said, no, he shouldn't do that. But he continued. And what business do you have staying at the pulpit when they told you to leave? Must you first force yourself on the people that do not want you? That in itself shows that you're doing it for yourself. You're not doing the work of the Lord. Some people would say you shouldn't embarrass the pastor, or they cannot do it because it's embarrassing. Embarrassment is part of the kingdom of God. Jesus went to the temple. What did he do? Turn table. He didn't just usher them out. He turned their table and kicked them out. There's a place and a time for that. We must be extremely careful and make sure that we don't go and sit in the feet of pastors who would allow such other guest speakers with error to come and teach us and speak to us. Be careful who you sit down to listen to. Just because your pastor invited a guest speaker doesn't mean that the guest speaker, is your pastor or the same standard as your pastor. No, filter everything. If not, if they don't usher him out, usher yourself out. As simple as that. God bless you, and I will see you again soon. Shalom.